Why is it so difficult for screenwriters and their overlord producers to allow them to adapt source material to the silver screen or the big screen faithfully? If you own the source material, the rights to the source material in the form of a book or a video game, and the story in that book or video game is beloved for being that story, why do you have to change it? I'm looking at you, Halo TV show. What the hell did you do? I'm looking at you, Halo movie. Halo movie? Yeah, Halo movie. That was also terrible. I'm looking at you, Warcraft movie. And I'm also looking at you, Under the Dome TV show, adapted from a Stephen King book that was actually a really good read, but then they ran out of source material and made it up on their own, and it did not work. Now, there's also the three body problem. Netflix owns the rights to the three body problem. The first season was okay, although it wasn't as accurate to the books as it could have been, and now the second season is rumoured to be in the works. I know what happens in the next book, and the one after that. I've read most of them by now. I think a few of them are still on my reading list. It's not going to work. They're going to have to make massive changes, and I think it's just going to ruin their take on the show. So, well done, Netflix. If you're actually working on a second season, you are going to ruin it for yourself. You had a good first 8 episodes, a great start. You could have just left it there and had that be the legacy. We made a great mini-series, and we abandoned it after that. But no, you're apparently working on a second season. Now, if each book was adapted separately as its own TV show, that could work. Because a lot of the books in this series have different genres, and they are centuries apart, with a completely different cast of characters. So, as individual stories that take place in the same universe, a la the Monogatari series, for example, that could work. But no, Netflix isn't going to want to do that. They're going to want a straight progression from season 1 narratively. They're going to have to make a lot of things up themselves. And I think they're going to just completely abandon their viewers by doing this. They're going to alienate their viewer base. Everyone who liked season 1 is probably going to hate season 2, and anyone who was watching the show in the hopes that they would get more accurate to the source material as they went is also going to fall off and stop watching. There is a reason that TV shows like this fail. Look at The Rig. That had the same problem. Although the ending was at least accurate to the books from what I remember. Although if you liked The Rig and you want a similar story done right, watch The Swarm. The TV show, not the Michael Caine movie.